Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing Christmas gift ideas, specifically for that person in your life, whether it be a guy or a girl who likes the outside, tools, camping, all those things. So, without further ado, here is the 2020 Christmas Holiday Gift Guide. Let's get into it. Before we begin, I just want to say if you're looking for more in-depth information about any of these items here on the table, then head on over to the main channel page and do a search for that item, be it paracord, hiking shoes, lights, whatever you want. If it's not there, then I haven't done a review on it yet, and if you can find it, then I've probably done a review on it. Our first item here on the list is something that I've had for quite a while, and it is actually very good. These are the Moab, the Merrell Moab 2 vent hiking shoes. I've had these for just over a year and a half, probably close to a year and 3/4, and the bottoms barely look like they've worn except for a spot on the heel and the toe, which is really nice. They make great trail runners, hiking shoes, or just everyday wear shoes in general. They come in at around the 90 or the 70 to 90 plus price range depending on where you buy them. You can find them on Amazon, of course Merrell's website, your local shoe store, all those places. Very comfortable. I highly recommend them. The second apparel item that I have here is the proper lightweight tactical pants. Now these are new to me within the last 6 months, but they are very comfortable. They have like 11 different pockets, a couple hidden pockets, coin pockets, a cell phone pocket that actually works as like a multi-tool pouch if you want that. So they're just really great. And they're not terribly expensive. They're around the $40 to $100 price point, depending on the color, the size, all those things that add into the price of an item. They also have something really cool, which is the reinforced pockets. So in the areas where your clips on like your pocket knives or your flashlights would go, that area is reinforced so it doesn't wear out. Super great pants, are really comfortable, and they're just super nice in general. Next up here we have lighting. Now I have one item that I did last year and one item that's new this year. The first item is new this year. This is the Olight i3T EOS. It's a small 180 lumen light, smaller than what I expected, but it's good if you work like just around the house and you need light real quick for in the dark corners and stuff like that. Not as bright as I would like, but it does make a nice everyday carry light. It's around the $20 to $21 price point. It comes in this black color, and it also comes in a couple limited edition runs by Olight of olive green, red, and copper, I believe. So if you're interested in those, you can check out Olight's website. They also sell this on Amazon and various outdoor outfitters and stuff like that. So it's a good small pocket light, and I'd recommend it. Next up here we have camping lanterns. These are not any ordinary lantern though. These are the ETEKCITY LED camping lanterns. You can get one of these for $10, but why would you do that when you can buy 3 for $30? These are super great. They're actually pretty sturdy. They pull up like this to turn them on. Then you have a push button to change the colors. They also come with a small ferro rod in the top. This one was one that we torture tested. We actually froze it in an ice block. Same batteries and everything in this one right here, and it still works great. So these are awesome. They don't break the bank, and they're pretty cool as well. Next up here we have watches. Now this first one is one that I've had for quite a while. This is the Seiko 5 field watch. It's an automatic watch, which is super cool. Has the nice day and date window. Not extremely expensive for an automatic watch. It's around the $150 price point normally, but if you really watch the price, you can get it for around $30. Moving on to the next watch here, we have the Casio Duro. This is an extremely budget diver. Super nice watch, waterproof, and it has the rotating bezel. It's a little bit larger than your average watch, but for the price you really can't complain. This retails for around $50 to $70. I would highly recommend this watch. Next up here we have a couple of cool fire starting items that are new this year. This is the EricX Ferro Rod. This thing is huge. It's like 6 inches long. I love this thing. They come in a 2-pack for $16.95, which is an extremely good price, and then you can get these strikers to go along with them for a 5-pack for I believe around $4 or $5. so that's really nice to go together. And then these blue diamond strike anywhere matches are super cool. Gotta get in focus, there we go. Super good. They're just kind of cool. It's nice to find a rock and see if it'll work or not. I've done a whole video on these, you can check that out if you want. These are super awesome, I'd recommend them. I'd also highly recommend this because this is just cool. Next up here we have tools. I like tools. Don't have a whole lot, but I do like to collect the ones that I have, get some interesting ones and useful ones. These are new this year. These are the Knipex Cobras or Knipex, depending on how you want to say it. These are super nice. They're basically adjustable channel locks. You press in the button right here and you can adjust the size. These come in a whole bunch of different sizes. They're around $30. Super great. Next up here on the list we have the most expensive item in this video. This is the DeWalt 20 volt brushless max drill and driver set. This was a birthday gift for me last year. These things are so awesome and they save so much time. They're just hanging things up, remodeling, all that stuff. It's so nice to be able to put a drill bit in one and a screw bit in the other, drill the hole, put the screw in without having the hassle of changing bits and stuff. So these are super great. There's a couple different versions. There's these ones, obviously. These are, I think, around $150 on the Black Friday deal. And then, of course, they have American-made versions of this kit, as well as ones that are higher powered and lower powered. Those are going to range in price from like $100 to $500 depending on what you want, but I'd highly recommend these. Alright, the next item here is another tool item that you really need to make the last item work. These are the DeWalt Bit Kits. There's multiple different versions of these kits, so you just pick the one you want. Basically, this one was around $25. This is the impact driver bit set with the special flex tech thing that's supposed to make it last longer, and then this is the drill bit set for around $14. And these are actually super nice because they have like little things on the bottom so you can just lock them together and stack them like that if you want. Super great. You need them to make that other part work, and they're just cool in general as well. Next up here we have everyone's favorite category, of course, knives. Pocket knives, fixed blade. Everyone loves knives. I have quite a few knives, but I'm just going to share my favorite ones with you this year. The first one is the Victorinox Swiss Army Climber. This would be a great first knife for someone. I've done a whole video on this knife. Just great for everyday carry and just to have around in general. This knife retails for around $28 to $30, and for the price you're paying and the quality of the piece you're getting, it's totally worth it. Alright, next up here we have a budget fixed blade. Returning item from last year, the Marline Companion. This is made by Mora Knives, which is from Sweden. Very popular in the outdoor and bushcraft community. Super budget and reliable fixed blade. This is around the $15 to $20 price point. Super great knife in general. Next up here we have another budget fixed blade. This is the Ultimate Survival Technologies or UST Paraknife FS 4.0. I'm going to have a review coming out on this one either later this week or next week. It's a really nice budget full tang fixed blade. It's around the $15 to $20 price point, and you get the little ferro rod in the sheath as well. Next up we have a not so budget item. This is the Leatherman Wave Plus. Of course, if you can only have one multi-tool, Leatherman is the way to go. I would recommend this one. These are around $100. Sometimes you can score them on Amazon for around $89. Of course, if you want to do custom engraving or whatever, that will cost you extra. They are super reliable tools. I actually had an experience with their warranty a few weeks back. I'm working on producing a video about that, but I would highly recommend Leatherman tools. Next up here for our last knife in our knife section, we have a new addition to the collection, rather new to me, but everyone has been talking about it for the last 2 years. This is the Benchmade 535 Bug Out, and this is the one with the gray blade and Ranger green handle scales. Super great knife so far. One-handed action, open, and then of course we have the axis lock, which is great for Benchmade. Not a cheap knife. This is the most expensive knife in the video at $144 to $170 depending on where you buy it. If you watch the prices on a place like Amazon, you can score it for cheaper. This one was around $130, but it's not a cheap knife, but it is worth the price you pay. So if you have someone who's really special that has been looking at this knife for a while, or who wants a Benchmade or whatever, I would recommend getting them this one. Next up, for our second to last category, we have random outdoor and survival camping gear. First up here we have the Zebra F701 pen. This is around $7. If it will focus, there we go. It's around $7. Super great, all stainless steel pen, and it's actually, if you're looking for kind of a tactical pen, this would be a good budget option. Next up here we have Right in the Rain paper. I've done a video about this. It works really great, American made. The ink that goes in the Zebra refills works well on the Right in the Rain paper, and they're just cool. They come in all shapes and sizes. These range in price from around the $5 mark for a smaller one to, $20 to $50 if you're looking at like a planner or something like that. Next up here on the list we have Tough Grid 550 paracord. This stuff is really nice. I just did a video on it last week, so if you want to check that out, you can. Super great stuff, American made, and this paracord can never have too much paracord. This ranges in price from $7 for a small 50-foot section to around $110 for a large, like 1,000-foot spool. So it comes in a variety of sizes and colors as well. Next up here we have the original tick key. This is a new item for me this year, and the people over there, Donna at Tick Key International, was very gracious to send a couple of these out for me to do an honest review of, which I did a couple weeks back, so if you want to check that video out, you can. Super great product, American made once again, and it's just cool. It comes in lots of different colors and patterns and stuff like that. Next up here we have the Stanley Adventure Nesting 2-Cup Cook Set. This is really nice for backpacking and stuff like that. You have a lid, your 24-ounce pot, and then you have 2 cups that go on the side of it. And then it all fits in this nice little compact package, like so. This is around the $20 mark, so if you're looking for a small backpacking pot or something like that, you can actually find it for cheaper than $20 if you look. You can get it for like $13 on Amazon, so it comes at a variety of price points, and it's just a nice little pot. For one of our last items in this category, we have the Nalgene 32-ounce water bottle, made in America, almost indestructible. These are great water bottles, and they come in a large variety of colors and price points. This one was around $10. But then, depending on the color you choose, the price can go up to $60, so make sure you choose a cheap color if you're on a budget. And for the last item here, we have the Ozark Trail 18-ounce stainless steel cup. This is great for like camping because it's stainless steel. You can cook in it over your fire or whatever, and it almost fits. Almost. It's just so close to being the perfect size to fit on the bottom of this. Of course, when you let go, it falls off like that. But still a nice little combo here. This cup is really nice, and it's not too expensive. It's only around $4. Next up here, for our last category, we have reading material and books. This is the Illustrated Art of Manliness. This is around $20 to $25. Sometimes you can find it cheaper. Super great books. Got nice little drawings on the inside about how to do all kinds of things like cutting down trees and fighting bears, shooting guns, pocket knives, all kinds of great stuff. Super awesome book. Next up here we have Pass Your Amateur Radio Class Technician's Test. The Easy Way by Craig Buck, Kilo 4 India Alpha. I use this book to study to pass my technician class. Great book. It's actually really nice when you get all the wrong answers taken away and all you're left with is the right answers and the questions. So you can memorize those, and it helps you to study for your test. Next up here we have Convict Conditioning by Paul Wade. This is a very effective bodyweight training method. I started it out at the beginning of the year. Kind of fell off the wagon a little bit during quarantine, but I can do things like pull-ups and stuff now that I couldn't do before. based using the exercises in this book to work towards that. So if you're looking for a complete workout program, this will work. And if you're also just looking for something to bridge the gaps, to strengthen the weaker areas, this works as well. This is around $25 to $30, and it is worth every penny. For our last book here we have You Can Survive by Jer Franklin. This is a book that takes a look at prepping and survival, like how much should you prep, how much should you depend on your preps. From a Christian perspective, this is an awesome book. It's only around $20. It's a very good read, so I'd highly recommend it. Alright guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it and found it helpful, be sure to share this video with someone who might need ideas, and also like the video down below. Leave us a comment about an item that you would add to this list. Subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Check out all the review videos for all of these items. That is it. I will see you next week with another video. Stay safe. Alright guys, thank you for watching once again. I hope you have a happy and blessed holiday season. Catch you next time. Stay safe.